what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the strongest wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night, and we have another OP05 match here for you guys. We got my man Coraline Park on the left-hand side, rocking out that Sakazuki, as well as my man Soy Sauce on the right with the OP04 classic Rebecca. Now, I'm assuming a lot of you guys don't remember exactly what Rebecca does, so I am going to give a quick little rundown. Rebecca is a 5-life, blue and black, 5,000 power leader that is unable to attack, although it has a pretty amazing ability. Once per turn, if you have if you have 6 cards or less in your hand, you can tap one Dawn to search the top 2 cards for a Dressrosa card, and then you trash the other card. And you did just see here we have Kairos. Kairos is actually able to pop a 1 cost for free on play, and you just get to mill a card off the top of your deck, which is really good here. And yeah, pretty spicy here. So we are going to see a 5k swing going into life, and we're going to go ahead and counter out of it with the Orlumbus, and Coraline Park's going to go ahead and drop a 4-cost Kuzan, drawing 1 card to replace it, using leader ability here to pitch the Hina and pass the turn. Now, what's actually really interesting about this is a lot of people say that Rebecca is the watered down version of Sakazuki, so I think it's actually super cool that we actually are end up doing this. So this is here we have leader ability once again, and we have I believe it's called Patchwork. It's a 1-cost event card that is main. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost during this turn, then up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0 will not become active in the next refresh phase. Super techy, you know what I'm saying? And I actually quite love it. Now we are going to go ahead and see the 4-cost Olympus coming down. 4-cost Olympus is actually pretty insane. You get to minus cost off a character by popping one of your own characters. It's not even mandatory, which is really nice. Yeah. The card is fantastic, and you're actually able to remove a lot of things in the combination of using that ability on Kairos. Kairos pops it. Kairos ability, you get to tap a stage or a leader to prevent it from being deleted, KO'd from the board, and then you get to play out another Kairos to pop something else. It's actually quite insane. The combination of the two is really good, but unfortunately for Olympus has 0 protection, so it's really easy to actually get rid of it. So we are going to see a 5k swing going into life. We're going to go ahead and -1 cost on that Olympus, and we're actually going to take it here, grabbing our first life, dropping down to 4, and now we see a 5k swing going into life, and that is a 0 cost Olympus, completely at 0. We're going to go ahead and counter out of the 5 costs, and then we're actually going to play the Borsalino. So unfortunately the Olympus does get to stay. Now, fortunately for Coraline Park, Borsalino has protection from being KO'd by effects. So a lot of these cards that we're going to see here, not going to really matter here. We're going to see the 2-cost Toy Soldier. Now, 2-cost Toy Soldier is actually a pretty common card now with Sakazuki. A lot of people are running it. It's a 2-cost 0 power character, and you're actually able to bottom deck it to -3 cost in a character. But we're going to see a 5k swing going into Kuzan, and we see another 5k swing going into Kuzan. First was a 1k counter, second was a Borsalino block, and now we are going to go ahead and tap 4 for a Rebecca using the leader ability to grab the Orlumbus, is what it looked like, and play out the Hina to pass turn, just trying to flood the board just a little bit. Now this deck is actually really good if you're actually able to have Colosseum up. Colosseum gives all of your Dressrosa characters rush, being able to attack only characters. So you have rush, but not rush all the way through. You're unable to attack your opponent's leader, it's just characters. So if that does come into play this game, we'll go ahead and revisit that, but unfortunately Soy Sauce has yet to see it, which is really big here. But now, of course, Coraline Park with his 3 life, Soy Sauce at his 4, and my man Coraline Park has some plays, right? This is the beauty of Sakazuki in comparison to Rebecca. I feel like both are very big-brained in their own right. But for example, Coraline Park is currently sitting at his 8 Dawn turn. We have Borsalino active, the 7 cost. We can essentially bottom deck literally anything. We can swing into some characters. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Now, that toy soldier doesn't have too much value there on the board as a 0 cost. It's a 0k, a 0 power character, but being able to bottom deck at any point to remove something is actually quite good. So we are going to see a 5k swing going into the Orlumbus. That's an easy 1k counter, and now it looks like we're going to swing 6k into the Orlumbus, using the ability here to possibly minus costs on either the Kairos or the Hina, but we're actually going to hit the Rebecca, and probably because of that, we're going to go ahead and block it so we can keep that Orlumbus alive. Like I said before, that is a key piece. So most likely you're going to drop the 7 cost Borsalino. Yes, 7 cost Borsalino, being able to bottom deck a 4 cost or lower. What is Coraline Park actually going to do here? I feel like we're actually going to go with the Kairos here. Not too worried about the Orlumbus, just because I guess also the Toy Soldier is live, so being able to reduce the cost on the majority of this board here isn't too bad. Now, I know a lot of this this deck does revolve around Luffy, and we are going to use leader ability here to grab the removal. And quote my man Coraline Park reading it because it's been so long. It's actually, you get to pop a 4 cost or a 5 cost, and then if you have 15 or more cards, you can pop a 6 cost or less, which is actually quite nice, just because you're able to cycle through your deck really fast. So we are going to see a 5k swing going into that Kuzan. We're going to give him an easy 1k counter, and now we are able to swing with your Orlumbus, but this is the huge issue with this deck. Unable to swing with Rebecca is really big. I think if they would have just made Rebecca a 4 cost leader, it would have been huge, but we are going to go ahead and minus I believe it's bottom deck, but I guess it's not. I guess you just KO the one-legged toy soldier to reduce the cost there, and we are going to remove it there with that event card option. And now my man here is currently sitting at 4 cost. So what exactly can we do to kind of change this board here? We tried swinging 6k into the Kuzan, didn't go through, and we're just gonna go ahead and drop the 3 cost 3k Bart blocker here. He's a 2k counter, but he's just a 3k blocker. That's all he is. He doesn't have any protection from anything. He's just regular. So we're going to see a 5k swing going into the Hina, minusing 4 costs on the Orlumbus. That is going to be an easy 1k counter. We're going to go ahead and tap or possibly attach 2 Dawn to leader here to once again swing into the Orlumbus, but we do have that blocker, that Bart blocker, so it looks like Soy Sauce does want to keep it alive. But my question is, where's all the removal from Soy Sauce? Where is the where are the more Kairoses here, the Leos? It looks like we're going to go ahead and just block this 5k swing into Hina. And now we're going to go ahead and tap 4 for a Rebecca. Going ahead and grabbing, what are we going to grab here? Actually not playing anything. And we're just going to go ahead and play the Rob Lucci to remove both of those characters from the 4 cost Kuzan swing as well as the leader swing. And swinging 5k into life, we're going to go ahead and take it, dropping down to 3 life. Finally, just because we are running about almost 9 minutes in this video so far, so my man, this is quite a lengthy video, a lengthy match, and this is another thing that Rebecca players had to deal with when there was more in the wild. But we are going to see a 4 cost Rebecca coming down, using the ability here to grab the Sabo. Do we have anything to play off of it? Probably a Rebecca maybe, but a Hina probably with no reduction costs here. Doesn't really look like it. Where is my man Soy Sauce's removal? We're gonna go ahead and use leader ability here to only grab the one-legged toy soldier, which is once again that 2k counter, and then dropping the Sabo, giving the board protection from removal, and that is on KO, and then drawing 2 and trashing 2. We have a ton of really good options, and then off camera you can see that Soy Sauce's trash is pretty immense here. Just being able to trash 1 extra card off leader ability every turn is really important. And yeah, let's see here exactly if how much Crowline Park actually wants to push for this turn. So we are going to go ahead and use Great Eruption here to -2 cost on the Sabo, making it a 3 cost. And we can see here from Crowline Parks, we have a Houndblaze, we have a 7 cost Borsalino. I think if you wanted to play it a bit slow, you can definitely just replace the brand new with the Borsalino. No problem at all to get rid of that Sabo. So we did see a 6k swing going into the Hina. That's at 2k counter. And are we going to see the 7 cost Borsalino? I think it'd be a pretty good play right now. You're not really threatened by anything. We don't have Luffy on board. You know, Luffy can't even attack with Rush because there's no Colosseum. Soy Sauce still has yet to see a Colosseum. So unfortunately, this is really huge. All the benefits that this deck currently has kind of just goes out the window a little bit just because we aren't seeing our pieces. That's kind of crazy, honestly. So it looks like we are going ahead and going to commit to the 7 cost Borsalino is what it looks like, separating 7 down, but not just yet. We're going to swing 6k into that Hina, minusing another 1 cost to that Sabo. So now that Sabo is currently sitting at 2 cost. So it looks like he actually might block it here. Wanting to keep it alive, he might pitch the Rebecca to keep it alive, but no, we do end up letting it go. And this, I actually don't mind this too much, just because, you know, it was gonna get removed anyway, so probably smart that he actually ended up just removing it. But now we have all this Dawn to play with, so we're gonna go ahead and swing 6k into that Hina, minusing all of the cost here of this Rebecca, making it a 0 cost, and we're gonna go ahead and block it, making sure Crowline Park doesn't really get us with anything too tricky. And it looks like we are gonna go ahead and tap 7 here for that Borsalino to bottom deck Hina, completely clearing the board. And now we see a 5k swing going into life. Soy Sauce does, taking it, dropping down to 2 and passing turn. And guys, you can tell the difference in these decks. Huge difference, man. I mean, Sakazuki just has no pun intended, one leg up against this Rebecca deck right now. And we are going to go ahead and tap forward to grab another Sabo. And do we have something to play off of it? Yes, we do. Now this character is a little interesting. I literally had to read up on it before I started this video. It's a 3 cost 4k. On play when attacking, you get to -2 cost to a character, I believe. I believe it's 2 cost. It kind of gets you to those sweet numbers where you could do something, but it looks like we are going to go ahead and 3000 worlds that away, so making it a 5 cost character. And using leader ability here to reveal top 2, we have finally the Kairos, but I think it's a little bit too late. We need to go searching for some of more important characters, and we're gonna play the Rebecca, searching top 3 for a Dressrosa card, grabbing the Sabo and trashing the rest. Can I just mention, Sabo is a fantastic character, and the fact that it's a Dressrosa card is huge for this deck. Something that we don't really talk about too much, but we're going to swing 6k into that 4k character, and it does go down, of course, dropping the brand new searching top 3 for a Navy card, grabbing the Houndblaze, and I mean, my man Crowline Park is on a tear right now, using Great Eruption to -2 cost, using the Houndblaze to bottom decking it, giving it to leader here, symbolizing that it is a +3 leader now. So currently sitting at an 8k attacker, and most likely will swing 8k or possibly 9k into lead. And yes, easy 8k into life now. Now this is 2 cards out of hand, but no, we are going to go ahead and take it, dropping down to 1 life. And now with 5 Dawn up, we could do some damage. Not really worried that we're going to go for game here, but swinging an easy 5k into life, and we are going to see the 1k counter, attaching 1 to Borsalino, making it a 6k character, swinging 6 into life. Now we still have Rebecca, so there is definitely some sense of security here. Now although it is just a 6k, that's an easy 2k counter. But no, we are going to go ahead and taking it and then dropping a Borsalino to pass the turn. Very interesting here on Caroline Park's side, really being able to control the board here in pretty dominant fashion here. So we are going to go ahead and drop these Sabos, searching for a couple more cards. What are we missing here for soy sauce? I mean, I guess the answer would be a lot. We haven't seen a Luffy this game. We haven't seen a Coliseum. We've only seen 2 Kairos, right? So this is definitely pretty rough, but we're going to go ahead and drop another Sabo. And with only 2 Sabos on the board, so 2 blockers, it's looking really, really rough here. I don't think there's not much soy sauce can really do. If we just start swinging 9Ks, if we do like 7, 7, 9, 9, it's just rough, man. It's really, really rough. Let's see here if Caroline Park is going to finish it this turn. I mean, I think so here. So we're gonna swing 7k into life. This is 2 cards out of hand, or we block it. We're gonna block a 7k swing with Sabo, and we're gonna see an 8k swing, making the Sabo -4 cost. And with the Houndblaze in hand, this is currently curtains. We're gonna swing huge here with leader, and Caroline Park does end up taking it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP05 content coming out soon. See ya.